The president has advised Americans to avoid violence and destruction after a teenager who killed 2 people at a Black Lives Matter protest was acquitted of murder. Kyle Rittenhouse's lawyers argued he was acting in self-defence in Kenosha last August. Troops from America's National Guard arrived in the city over fears the verdict could provoke unrest.
2 weeks of evidence, 4 days of jury deliberation, an 18-year-old in the dock for murder, and finally the verdicts on 5 counts in a trial which has gripped America.
As to the 5th count of the information, Gage Grosskreutz, we the jury find the defendant, Kyle H. Rittenhouse, not guilty.
Kyle Rittenhouse faced a life sentence, and this, the relief as he learned he was free.
There were times we doubted the case, there were times we were confident, and to say that we were relieved would be a gross misunderstatement.
Outside court, the divide this trial has exposed, loud and angry.
If I have a gun and you come up on me and you try to accost me, I'm going to use it. That's the way it goes.
Around the corner, the great aunt of Anthony Huber, one of the 2 men killed by Kyle Rittenhouse, and speechless.
Ma'am, can you give us a sense of how you're feeling?
But on the other side of court, Mr. Rittenhouse's family spokesman.
I believe it represents a chance for this country to have some discussions about how this spun so far off the rails when it was always about self-defense.
It's a trial which has touched on so many divisive issues: race, gun laws, disinformation, politics, and it's exposed such differing views about what is right and what is wrong. It's liberal against conservative, American against American, and it's a snapshot of these divided states. It all began last summer. Kenosha erupted in Black Lives Matter protests after the shooting by police of black man Jacob Blake. Kyle Rittenhouse travelled from neighbouring Illinois to counter the protests, claiming he was there to protect businesses and offer medical help. He was armed with an AR-15 assault rifle.
We don't have non-lethal.
So you guys are full on ready to defend the property?
Yes, we are.
Does everybody need medical?
This is the first man to be shot by Mr. Rittenhouse, Joseph Rosenbaum, part of the Black Lives Matter protest. Here, Kyle Rittenhouse is seen being chased by Mr. Rosenbaum. A man nearby fires a handgun into the air. Rittenhouse turns towards the direction of gunfire. Mr. Rosenbaum lunges at him, and Mr. Rittenhouse fires 4 times, hitting him in the head. He then runs down the road and trips as he's chased by 2 other people. Anthony Huber is seen hitting him with a skateboard. Rittenhouse shoots him from the ground. A 3rd man, Gage Grosskreutz, is also shot and injured. The defence presented him as a man protecting a community from a mob and shooting in self-defence. And this was the portrait the jury believed. Absorbing it outside, the uncle of Jacob Blake, the man shot by police last August.
It was terrible, bro. I mean, there's nowhere in the world you can watch 2 young men get murdered on video, just like you saw little Jake get shot 7 times, and there's no justice.
And with such a different reflection, Mark McCloskey, who brandished his gun outside his home last year and now running for the Senate.
I think it's a great day for America. I think it's a great day for individual liberty.
Justice ran its course in court in Kenosha, but it is a justice that's caused a deep sense of American self-reflection.